So let's start with the session. And also one request, students all should keep their photographs, the proper passport size photographs as their profiles. This is must because most of the times in case when we take the screenshots and all for some other official record purpose, so it will be properly highlighted. And also that shows some kind of discipline. Please don't add any actors or any other profile pictures. The profile picture should contain your own passport size photograph, because when we might be preparing some profile documents, that how the sessions are being conducted in online, okay, so in that document photographs, so it should appear in a very systematic manner. So requesting you all to change your profile pictures, and the same should be maintained for all the lectures. Okay. So good morning once again, and to begin with the session. So last lecture, as already you have been given the introduction that what exactly the Python is. So as you know, Python, it is one of the most popular language and emerging language which is now precisely been preferred in the field of data science. So whatever things will be there, I will be discussing with respect to data science only. So for implementing the scientific methods that discovers the knowledge for the given data set, so Python is most preferable, seems to be most easiest language along with the R programming. So in this, under the imperative programming, in semester 1 you are going to learn Python, in semester 2 you are going to learn R programming. Okay, both are treated as the scripting language rather than calling them as a programming language. Now what is the difference between the programming and scripting? For programming language, you need to provide the set of instructions in a very formal manner, whereas in scripting language, the things are quite flexible. You don't need to be very precise while defining the variables, or you don't need to follow those protocols. So it is quite flexible. Okay, the programming languages are being compiled and interpreted, preferably like we can see C is compiled, so compiler is there. Compiler means which compiles all the set of instructions and transforms it into the machine code. So that is how actually the process of compilation is. Whereas interpreter, so line by line, one line is given, it is syntax is checked, the meaning is checked, and then it is translated. Okay, if that was sentence is okay, then second sentence is taken. So like this, so it takes a bit some time for processing when the interpreter is used. So the programming languages like Java, then your Python, are, so they are using the interpreters. So what is the difference between compiler and interpreter? Compiler compiles all the set of lines together. Interpreter is interpreting line by line. So there is a line by line execution of the code. Is that clear, students? So it is most widely used language having a high level programming. Now students, try to understand there are three levels of programming languages: low level, mid level and high level. When we say low level means directly talking with machine. Have you heard about microprocessor, microcontroller, some machine language, something? Anyone
Yes,
heard of? Okay. So that is called as the, okay, anyway, so there is a programming language where directly you give the instructions to the machine. Got it? So that is called as low level. Mid level means where before passing the instruction to the machine, we write it in our own syntax. Example I will give, no need to go in technicalities. That is a C language. C is the mid level language. And talking about the high level means you don't need to think what computer is doing, how it is going to process. हमारा कोई हेडेक नहीं है उसमें. हमारा काम है हाउ टू गेट माई वर्क डन, isn't it? आपके पास डेटा सेट है, you are being provided with the data set, you know the algorithm, use the algorithm, pass the data, generate or discover the knowledge. इतना हमारा काम है. And that's why Python is the high level language. You don't need to go in those depth. हमारा वो काम भी नहीं है. As a data science scientist, आपको वो कंपाइलर क्या काम करता है, इंटरप्रेटर क्या काम करता है, उसके डिटेल्स में जाने का जरूरत नहीं होता है, और वी डोंट नीड टू वरी ऑल्सो. ओके, बट यू कैन कीप द नॉलेज. क्या होता है वो आप समझ सकते हो. आई गेस, इज इट क्लियर द मीनिंग? हाई लेवल, लो लेवल, मिड लेवल? Students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, moving further about the reasons behind increasing demand, जो मैंने in earlier session also I discuss and mention about those things. So, certain reasons like data science applications, the upcoming field like machine learning, deep learning, okay. Also, the good salary packages are available. There are job opportunities available across the globe. Okay, use in many of the automation, robotic process automation, and all that industry. It is used for multi-purpose, so you can develop applications like IoT and all. So all these are the various features which can be easily implemented with the help of Python, and that's why the Python is in demand by the learners as well as by the industry for developing their products. Okay. Can you tell me the name? Who is this fellow? Come on. Last lecture, it was been discussed with you all. Yes,
Guido
Guido
and
Rozum.
Guido and Razum.
Yes, Guido and Rozum. Who is he? Who is he?
Father of Python programming.
Yes, yes. Inventor, or who developed the Python programming. You can say the developer of Python programming language. Okay. Basically, he belongs to Netherlands, and in 80s he he was the architect and implementer of this Python. Okay. So, and today, so his contribution in 80s and today what he is doing now out of the Python. Okay. So the Python programming history, you can see like from January 1994 onwards, how the journey started. So the same thing you can also explore if you will visit the website python.org. Now Python is called open source. Students, what do you mean by open source?
So it means that the source code is also available.
The source code is also available. Does it mean free of cost?
Yes, sir.
Does it mean free of cost?
It means free for use, free for using.
It is free for using, but not necessary. Somewhere they are license based. Suppose tomorrow Aditya Karkar, he designs the new version of Python. Okay, but he makes the agreement with this open source that I will share my source code, but anyone using my Python new version, I will charge them because it is providing some special functionalities. So you are allowed to charge for the licenses. I hope you got it. So it doesn't mean that always open source means open source cannot be free or may be free. Okay. So the, open source can be charged as a proprietary version. But at the same time, you have the agreement, whatever source code of your version is there, it has to be published because you are using the base framework of the existing Python module. Agree? Understood now?
Yes.
Okay. So like this, you can see the developments that happen for the Python right from version 1. Now today you are will be using version 3.8.2 Okay. So as I told you, hopefully everyone has downloaded that Python version. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the moment you type the Python and all, so you should get the version on your screen. Later I will come to that. Okay. So like this, the developments you can see, students. Now features of Python. So again, repeating certain things, but still you should be very well aware that easy to learn and use expressive language. Expressive यानी suppose I want to write a program for adding two numbers. So x equals 5, y equals 3, z equals x plus y. This is the expressive, isn't it, students?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Simple.
Yes.
So whatever
Yes,
I
sir.
discuss, it was understood to everyone. So that is the expressive. Okay, you don't need to work out for any formal syntaxes and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then interpreted language. Now again, what is interpreted? You already learn about that. You already learn about interpreted.
Line by
So it
line, sir.
corrects the syntax line by line.
Yes, very good. So there is a line by line execution of the code. Okay. Cross-platform language. Can you make any guesses?
So it
Cross
can
platform.
run on various platforms such as Windows, or it can be iOS or Android
Yes.
or Linux. Yeah.
Yes. The thing is, when I write my source code in Windows on Windows based Python version, so whatever that program is there, same or whatever that application is there, so the same application can be loaded on MacBook, same can be loaded on Linux or any other operating system in the world. So that is how the cross platform support is there. Okay. It is also called as platform independent. Okay. So it is not depending on only Windows. Whereas the Windows or C language is having the limitation. When you write the source code in C language, so when you write the code in Windows and it will try to run in Unix, that source code will not run. Or same if you will try in MacBook, it will not. Okay. So those who are using Python on Mac version or whatever, so you need to only install your respective kernels. So when you will be downloading, anyone here who is using MacBook or Unix system, hopefully no. Anyone? Okay. Next, it is free to install and open source. Yes, of course, no one need to pay any bucks. Object oriented, now this is something some advanced concept, but still I will just shed some light. Object oriented means that is having a modular approach. Okay, so separating the context of the code or writing the software in module based form. Suppose when I'm writing the application for a college system, so college is having the different departments. So the team will be there who will write the code for IT department. Another team will be there who will write the code for data science department. Someone for examination, someone for library, and all these modules will be clubbed together. So such development which works on the kind of features or the concepts. So those concepts are treated as object-oriented language. Okay, this is what the short and sweet explanation about it. Coming towards extensible and awesome online community, as you will progress with your learning phase of Python, as you will become matured, I will say. Okay, rather than using the term expert, I will always use the term matured. Okay, so as you will develop your maturity with respect to this, so you will learn how to make use of these Python features extensively by dealing with the different online communities. So there is a group of people where all Python developers gathered, and you yourself can register from day one. And when you're working in industry also, or when some things are there, so always there is a knowledge sharing, exchange of knowledge that always happens on that platform. In case tomorrow you have some doubt, so someone will be able to resolve your queries. When some industry person is there, when he face some difficulty, so it may be shared among the community. So as an opportunity, you may get the opportunity to work on or solve that industry level problem using your skills. Okay. So many benefits are there. You also get the contacts, you also establish your network and many more. Then large standard library. So many built-in libraries are there. So library is what? Where the set of functions are implemented. So you don't need to write the code precisely, rather use the function as it is, pass the value and get the results. Okay. Now again, I am emphasizing students. We don't have to become the programmer, but at the same time, you have to gain sufficient knowledge where tomorrow, in case if the situation arises that I need to customize the library, I need to define my own library. So you should not depend on any programmer. You should have those skills that you should be able to write your own script. Hope you understood, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is why you are learning this scripting language. Okay. At the same time, it's also supports the GUI programming. It is easy to integrate with the existing and popular other programming languages like C, C++, and Java. Okay. So all these are the features of Python. Now, what are the other reasons? Okay. That makes this Python popular. So of course we had discussed like free. Okay. So Python is free to use and distribute. So I guess you are now very well clear with what is the what it means, that it is free to use and distribute. Okay, we are giving at free of cost. At the same time, we are sharing the source code along with the kernel and all. Correct? Software quality better than the traditional and other scripting language. The code is readable, reusable, and maintainable. So it doesn't mess up with many things like other programming languages, creates that confusion for any of the developer or one who is going to troubleshoot. So in short, what if suppose if someone has written something and you want to troubleshoot, so it becomes difficult for the programmers when they troubleshoot for other programming languages, whereas for Python it becomes very easy to uh, troubleshoot it. Got it, students? Yes. Then developer productivity, so less to type, debug and maintain, no lengthy compile and link steps. Then there is a program portability, so the Python programs run unchanged on most platforms. Python runs on every major platform currently in use. Porting program to a new platform usually need only cut and paste. It support the libraries, so there are strong library support from text pattern matching to networking. It also contains a huge set of libraries here. Okay. Then you have the component integrations, enjoyment. So you enjoy the coding and all, uh, very friendly. Okay. So you have a fun while writing the code. Believe me. Okay, students. These are the companies that refer. I had shared this also. Hope everyone has installed the Python, students.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Later I will introduce you to the and make you familiar with the Python. So assuming that you all had installed Python, students, downloaded at least, which version you are downloaded?
3.9.6.
3.
9.6.
No, I had asked you to download 3.8.2. Please download 3.8.2. Yes.
Okay, sir, we will do that.
Okay, do that later. Okay. Fine. As you all are familiar with the syllabus, so it is bit different from your IT people, whereas the IT people they are learning Python in second year and you are learning in first year. Okay, so for you it is a good thing you are starting at very early stage, and by the time you will reach, so you will be quite expert. Okay. So these are the books. First two books are very means already I had created ebooks folder, and also do I share that website Z Library? Do you have Google in front of you? Can you open your Google, students? Open the Google and type zlib.org. Can you?
What to search?
It is a repository. Free books are available. All free ebooks are available. Okay. So even if you want some Chetan Bhagat book or you name the person, all books will be available. As well as for your studies also, whatever books are required, so you can access, freely available. Got it?
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
yes, anyway, I will be uploading the folders, the books which are required for your syllabus will be available there. Okay. So this is very good book, latest Python. Have you heard about this author Yashwant Kanetkar? He is a very popular author for latest C book. So his C book was very popular, and today also many people learn C programming from his book. Okay. So, and the way you develop the knowledge and skills. So I will always okay. Moving further, this will be your practical list, tentative list. Also, we are going to modify some problems as per the situation and all, and this is your examination weightage. So beginning with your Python and all. So I will just go through few slides and then I will take you to actual hands-on. Okay, students? So whenever you are dealing with any of the version, so you can just check out all the details of the Python. So anyway, we are going to work on 3.8.2. Purposely, I am asking and forcing everyone to work on the same version. So in case if any query arises, so you means all will be able to properly synchronize with the errors. Because when you go for most latest or the advanced version, so what happens that some syntaxes when we are using in a very traditional manner, because whatever books are been written, they are basically written using 3.4, 3.56 versions. Got it? So maybe your old syntaxes sometimes may not be supported or may be available in a very different form. Okay, so that's why it is advisable for you to follow the same version so that everyone will be having the common things and proper synchronization will be there. Got it, students? Yes?
Yes,
Understood or
sir.
not? Okay, okay. Moving further, in interactive mode, so when you actually, so you will get this particular prompt. Can you see those three arrows? It is called the prompt, command prompt. Can you see those three arrows,
Yes, sir.
students? Yes? Can you see this? Ah,
Yes, sir.
ah. So
Yes,
here,
sir.
here also it is. Okay. So when you, so there is a print. Print is what? The function name. And what you are trying to print? String. Hello is what? String. It is encoded in double quotes. And what is the answer you are getting then? Hello. Second is what? X equals 10. Now X becomes what? The label for the 10. Label, or in other words, we call it variable. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So X is a variable. And what is assigned to the X? What is assigned to the X? Come on.
So it is an integer.
Value of
Yes.
X is 10.
Yes, value of X is 10. So 10 is assigned to the X. And you are printing the value of X. Okay. Got it? Okay. Next. Now script mode means all together you can write the statements. Okay. So this also I will show you what is happening, what you are finding in this string, script. Yes, students. What is the first sentence about? Yes.
So we are assigning values to those variables A and B, and then we are
Yes.
assigning the sum of A and B to the
Yes.
variable C.
So what will be the answer?
450.
450.
Answer will be 450.
450.
450. 450.
Correct. So you will get the answer 450. Can you see this pen marks? What I'm just drawing over there. Okay, okay, fine. So in script mode, what you can do now, you can have the set of instructions together and you can assign. And when you compile, so you get the answers. So rather than typing one statement on the command prompt, so like this, the coding can be there. Okay, rather than calling coding, we can call it as a scripting. Okay. These are the general statement, print hello world and all print things. Okay. So we'll have this exercise. So moving further again. Uh, so what the identifier is. So I will just discuss only on this part. You know, X is what, when you assign X equals 10, you saw that statement. So X is what? X is what? Some identity. Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Simple
Yes, sir.
example I would like to give. Now we all are the human beings.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We all are the human beings. But then we also create the identity. Just imagine if the identity is not there, what will happen? What will happen if the identity is not there?
Identification is not possible.
Identification is not possible, correct? I cannot classify who is who, isn't it? I want to call, suppose, Mayur or Taslim or Aditya. So now it becomes easy. Now what made me to refer these people? Names. So name is what? Name is what?
An
Identifier.
identity.
Identify.
Identification.
Yes, it is an identifier. Okay. Roll number is what? Roll number is what?
So it is also an identifier with
Very good.
Identifier.
Very good. It is also an identifier. One is what? Hope you all got the roll numbers.
yes, sir.
Mayur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mayur, do you know your roll number? Mayur, do you know your roll number?
Yes, sir.
Suppose Mayur, so what is the roll number? Can you please? Yes. Do you know your roll number? 5. Okay, assume Mayur's roll number is 5. Now when I say 5 Mayur, okay, what I'm saying? 5 Mayur. Now what this 5 and Mayur are? Yes. What that 5 and Mayur are?
Identity of a person like Mayur.
See, will you call it variable? Are they variable? 1 and Mayur.
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
variable? No, they are
Yes.
not. No, they are not variables. See, roll number is variable. Got it?
Yes,
When
sir.
I say 5,
Yes, sir.
this is value. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Name is what?
Identity.
And Mayur is what? Yes,
Variant.
value. Got it? So these two are okay. Now I will come out with some examples. You have to tell me. Okay. Vehicle is what?
Variable.
Identity.
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 Now you have to answer in terms of variable and value.
Okay.
Okay. So vehicle is what?
Identity.
Variable.
Variable.
Wagon. Variable. Again I am asking you. Variable.
It's a variable.
Okay. Yes, yes. And Wagoner is what?
Value.
Value.
Value. Okay. Mobile is what?
Variable.
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 Variable. Okay. And Samsung S10,
Value.
whatever.
Value.
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 Email is what?
Variable.
Variable.
Variable. And Aditya Karkar at gmail.com is what?
Value.
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 Value. Hope now you are clear with variable and value. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving further, a Python identifier, it is a name used to identify a variable. function, class module, or object. Got it? So an identifier starts with, see now how the names are given, A to Z. What type of A to Z it is? Yes? What
Capital.
type? Capital. Okay. So it is a capital A to Z. And what this another A to Z is?
Small.
So there is a difference between this capital A and this small a. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In computer there is a difference because both the values are being identified by the computer with different encoded values. We call them as ASCII value. Now ASCII is what? Anyone knows this? ASCII. Anyone knows?
No, sir.
It is a American
Sir.
American
Dollar.
Standard Code for Information Interchange. Please remember what? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Is that clear? Means what? On your keyboard, can you see when you want to type capital A, what you do?
We click caps lock or shift.
Yes, shift key or caps lock. Okay. So that means something you need to try and then it is appearing. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So from there only you can easily make out that what is the difference between these two. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Students?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now moving further. Your Python so the identifier starts with A to Z or small a to Z or an underscore, but the name will not start with 0 a or any number. Got it? I cannot have the variable name as 1 roll number. Got it, students? This is the wrong presentation. It should be roll number 1 or roll number underscore 1. This is allowed, but the first one is not allowed. This is correct, this is correct. Either I can have start with capital R and small case. This is also allowed. Is that clear? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this is
Yes,
allowed
sir.
or not? R and then there is a space and then I am typing after space there further I am typing NO. This is allowed?
No, sir.
No, sir. Space is not allowed, I guess.
No, sir. Spacing is not allowed.
Exactly. So space is not allowed. So Python does not allow punctuation characters again like at the rate. When I use at the rate, will it allow again R at the rate number
No, sir.
or dollar? No. Python is case sensitive programming language, thus capital VAR and small var are two different. So don't you think when I say is RNO equals 5 and small r NO, okay, this is R equals 10. There is a difference or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is the difference between these two. Okay. So both are different. So hope you got it now. Can someone quickly read all these points fast? Would be great. Would like to volunteer? Come on, yes, please. Good. Fast. Please read. Vikas. First two points you read, next 2 points will be read by Anita. Come on. Vikas.
The Python is an identifier name used to identify a variable, function, class, module, or other object. An identifier starts with the letter A to Z, that is uppercase, and A to Z, lowercase, and underscore, followed by letters and digits from 0 to 9.
Okay. Next, Aditi. So any questions in these 2 points?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, Aditi.
Python does not allow punctuation characters such as at the rate of, $sign, and percentage sign within identifiers. Python is a case-sensitive programming language, thus, capital VAR and VAR are two different identifiers in Python.
Yes. Hope you understood the meaning.
Yes, sir.
So, as we had seen the
Yes,
examples
sir.
also, as it
Yes,
was
sir.
shown on the screen. Okay, good. These are some reserve words. Yes, any guesses what reserve words are? Yes, any guesses about the reserve words?
They were a specific function associated with them.
No.
So these words are predefined.
Yes.
These
Yes,
words are
predefined.
predefined for specific functions.
Yes, a special meaning is been assigned to them. Okay, other way I will say. And these are used for special purpose. They are used as the keywords we call, and they cannot be used as a variable names. Okay, so if I will say false equals my name or false equals Python, is it a valid declaration? When I say, can I use this for? No. Why? Because it is used for some other purpose. I cannot use as reserve word. Okay, these reserve words cannot be used for this purpose. Is that clear? Where if I will use this book equal, yes, is this valid? This, this is valid or not? No, this is wrong. What about the second? Whether book is a reserve word?
No, sir. Yes,
So second is a valid?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
this
sir.
one is, so this one is valid. So can someone quickly read the name of all these reserve words? Yes. Apart from now Vikas and Anita. Yes, Anita, you can read. Please.
False, class, finally, is, return, none, continue, for, lambda, try, true, def, from, non-local, while, and, del, global, not, with, as, if, or, yield, assert, else, import, pass, break, except, in, raise.
Okay. So just not to buy hard, but slowly as you will be progressing with the topics and the contents. So you will come across through all these reserved words. Okay. Next is the comments. So there are different like single line comments which are created. Now comments are what, students? Let me clear this very precisely. When you read the book, okay, while reading the book, first of all, that book is written by whom?
Author.
Author.
Okay. Now, while reading the book, you add your some notes or comments with pencil. Yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, does it mean that you also become the author?
No, no.
No.
No. Okay. So, what I mean to say here that comments are something they are ignored in the while compilation, but then there is some format of defining the comments. Hope you understood the difference between writing the book content and writing the comment. Comment is just why you make the note, student, there, why you add your comments.
So for our own understanding of the script support.
Yes. For some note purpose, for some understanding purpose, for some question purpose, or for some reference purpose. Yes, you have some significance of it. At the same time, in the programming language also, why you are writing that code, so you can just briefly explain or write it in the commented form. Now in that commented form means you can write it that I am writing this code for the purpose of retrieving the data. Now is this a coding language? Yes, is this a coding language?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
The following, I want to make a note that the following code is written by, suppose, Aditi Award. Okay, she has written the code for retrieving the data from Excel sheet, and this data will be used by algorithm. This is something the purpose. Got it? So, and this has to be included for the following block of code. Got it? Now, in such situation, Python allows you to write the comment. So that statement should be written using the hash statement. Hope you understood. So when it is a one line comment, use the hash. When you have the multi-line comment, so mention it in double quotes. Can you see those notations? Triple that quotes are used. Students?
Yes, sir.
So see how
Yes, sir.
multi-line comment is, see how multi-line comment is mentioned. This would be a multi-line comment in Python that spans several lines and describes your code. So as previously I mentioned, like the code is written by Aditi Award. The purpose of writing the code is to retrieve the data from Excel sheet and apply it for the algorithm used for classification purpose. Isn't it a big sentence? Yes. So like this, the commenting is being done. So hope you understood the meaning of these symbols. So which symbol is used for single line comment?
Hash.
Hashtag.
And for multi-line comment? Not hashtag, only hash. What is used for multi-line?
Inverted
Triple
commas.
quote.
Double.
Yes,
Double.
triple quotes. Triple quotes. Yes. Syntax errors. Now, first of all, you tell me what do you mean by error? What is error?
So it means there is some fault.
What?
Not following the rules or structure of any application.
Yeah, no, error. Error means
It's
what?
wrong in the syntax.
Yes, no, error in general I'm asking. Error means what?
Something is wrong.
Mistake.
Something wrong?
Yes, when something goes wrong, which is not correct. Now there are types of errors. One might be when I'm not clearly explaining the meaning or means not providing the correct syntax. Syntax means a format which is defined by the Python. If I'm not following that format, what will happen? That interpreter,
Error will happen.
computer will not be able to understand this error. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the syntax that refers to the structure of a program and the rules about that structure. Okay, students? Yes. So
Yes,
error
sir.
caused
Yes.
by not following the proper structure. So that is called the syntax error. Can you see that example print hello? Is it a correct syntax? Whether this is the correct one?
No, sir.
So it is not a correct one. Okay. So what is required to correct?
Equal to sign.
Not equal to. This bracket should be there. Got it? Okay. Runtime error. So these are the types of errors. First one was which? What was the name of the first error?
Syntax error.
Syntax.
X.
Syntax error. Now second is what?
Runtime error.
Runtime.
Runtime error. Runtime error means what? I will tell you the simple situation. Have you used the debit cards, ATM cards and all? Have you
Yes, sir.
withdrawn the money from bank? Okay. Can you raise your hands those who had withdrawn the money? Ever? Okay. I will like to ask here now, Sahil. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Sahil, can you tell me, like when you insert the card, what it asks for first?
Sir, amount. Pin.
Directly amount or PIN?
Pin. Pin.
PIN is there. Okay, somewhere PIN is very important part. Suppose you enter wrong PIN, what will happen?
Sir, it couldn't access.
So your transaction will not be taken forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This will
So
say drag and
so
drag.
whether yes, whether the error was in the code, यानी प्रोग्राम में एरर था क्या ये?
No, sir.
No, sir.
ये एरर कभी हुआ?
Pin में.
When you provided the wrong input. So when your program was in execution, आपका प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूशन में था अभी, लेकिन आपने ही गलत डेटा इनपुट किया.
Yes, sir.
So इसको बोला जाता है रन टाइम एरर. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose your minimum balance limit is, there is a minimum balance limit is 1000 and actual balance is 5000. Actual balance is 5000. Now you are trying to enter 10,000 as the withdrawn amount. Okay. You are trying to enter 10,000 as the withdrawn amount. अभी क्या होगा? ट्रांजेक्शन हो जाएगा?
No.
नहीं.
No, sir.
क्या होगा? क्या होगा फिर? एरर आ सकता है?
Runtime error.
Error.
Yes, very good, excellent. So it will cause the runtime error. Hope now you are very well clear with runtime error.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
These
Yes.
these are the error because of some wrong input they occur. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then next comes with the semantic error. Semantic error यानी आप सही में उसको वो गलत जवाब दे रहा है, यानी सपोज डिवाइड बाय 0, एक इनपुट दिया आपने 5 और उसको 0 से डिवाइड कर रहे हो, क्या आएगा? इज एनीथिंग पॉसिबल डिवाइड बाय 0? होता है क्या?
Sir.
No. Okay, so these were all the 3 types of errors. Which were they? Can you please tell the name?
Syntax error.
So syntax error,
Syntax error,
runtime error, and
Runtime
semantic
error.
semantic error. Yes, very good, excellent. Okay, so अभी quickly students, हम अभी okay, we are on the last minute anyway, so let's have this quiz for you. Can you tell me the answer here?
So first one is syntax error.
Which of the following is a syntax error?
A.
Okay, okay. Chalo,
A, sir, A.
1 minute. Let me come out with my screen sharing. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So A is correct. Okay. Second, which of the following is a runtime error?
C.
C, sir.
Okay.
Sir, C.
C.
Okay. 1 minute.
A.
C is wrong. A is correct. Divide by 0. Okay. Next.
It says
B.
B.
B, sir.
D.
B, sir. B.
Okay. Got it? So, this is all for today, students.
sir.
Hope you all enjoyed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If any questions are there, we'll take
Yes,
the
sir.
questions. Yes, if any questions are there, we'll quickly take the questions.